Lovely welcome. Not often that people keep clapping after they see my head, but that's all right. Lovely. No. Normally it's like a lot of clapping and cheering, and then I walk on and everyone's like, no, don't think this is going to work out. So it's fine. Don't worry. Sunil Patel. That's my name. I think that's how you pronounce it. No idea. About 3 years ago, I got told I've been pronouncing my name wrong my whole life, so this is terrible. Just working in an office, and there was an Indian guy over for a few weeks, and I said, I thought I'd be polite. I said to him, "Hello, mate. My name's Sunil," and he just went, "No." Absolutely not how you do that. It's actually pronounced Sunil. So there you go. I can't tell people who already know me. It's too late. Guys, can you just start saying my name right? Because when I first told you, I fucked up. So let's start again. I don't know how I shouldn't have. I've got parents. I've got parents, and they just let that shit slide. I don't know what they're up to. I'm an only child. They had one to get right. First hurdle. I'm an only child, but I don't know why. I don't really want to know why. What I've done instead is I've built an answer in my head, and I'm happy with it. I think what happened was I was born, and they were like, "Oh, holy shit! Look at this one. It does comedy and mid to late '90s hip hop DJing. We're not going to do better than that." So, all right. My dad's quite tight with money, so I think it's going to be more like, well, we had you, and then we thought that we've only got 3 chairs actually. So chairs are expensive, aren't they? You know. So I get why you'd stop at one. Like they're okay. Okay, I've clocked that laugh. What an incredible voice! I didn't hear that from the back. What did you say? Did you just get it? Okay. It's gonna be a long 10 minutes. 2 down. Okay.
Let's just call that.
You just, yeah, cool. It's very hard to deal with someone. We just can't understand each other. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I think what I was gonna say, Michaela, mate, is that have you got any kids, Michaela?
2.
Have you? Yeah.
2.
How'd you find that? How are you finding that tonight? It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, all right.
I've currently got none, so delighted. No, just I think they're, I don't know. My friends have started having some, and honestly, not compelling in any way. I don't know why people have them. They do nothing. They cost a lot of money. They just sit there doing nothing. I bought a PlayStation because I know what that does. Games and DVDs and that, but a baby just sits there. Doesn't even have Wi-Fi, does it? Just sits there doing nothing. I don't know. Right, have you seen the new babies? They have no neck muscles. New babies have no neck muscles, so you go and visit like newborn babies, and they're just like, and then you have to be like, oh yeah, that is one of the better ones I've seen. Thanks very much. And that's an afternoon gone. You're not going to get that time back. I don't know. I mean, how old are your children, Michaela?
Me?
Yeah. Is that your name? I don't.
That's my name.
Yes.
Michaela.
Correct.
Wow. Got that right. So. 12
I shouldn't even get 12 and 6. Okay. All right. No, I just think it's a big gamble having a child. Like, credit to you if you've got one, but I think like because it's like you never know what it's going to do when it hits 18, right? You're going to spend all that money on it. Who knows what it does when it hits 18? Like some of them when they hit 18, they're like, all right, cheers for that. Going to go and join a circus. All right, that's all your money just fucked, isn't it? And then you've got to explain that to your friends, going, all right, well that's my son. Spend the thick end of $100,000 on that. What's it? Just a bit of juggling. Spent £100,000 on a juggler. Could have bought a boat. If children are meant to be an investment in the future, right? I think like a good solid investment strategy would involve cutting your losses and running your winners, right? Yeah. So I think if I do have one, if by the age of 3 it doesn't really want to be a doctor, I'm gonna leave it in a shop. A good one, a Waitrose, something like that, and then we can deal with that. Okay, too much? No, too much. What is that? You want to hear about how I used to be a DJ? Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm here for. All right. What was my DJ name? Good question. What? No, I can't. I don't have the time. I'd love to normally, but What was my DJ name? Yeah, good question. Well, my name's Sunil Patel, and I was a DJ, so DJ Sunil Patel. Just good, keep it simple. I got into hip-hop quite early. I think it was about 7 or 8 when I got into it, and I think I really liked it, mainly because I grew up in Bath. And a lot of similarities actually between my life growing up in Bath and the lives of young black men in Compton or Harlem. It's really tough growing up there every day, like a real struggle. Nothing protected me from the harsh realities of life, nothing, except loving parents and a private education. It was hard. It was real hard. It was real hard. Like I struck every day under the oppressive shadow of the old Jane Austen Museum. It was tough. But fucking credit to me because I got out. I fucking got out. All right. How did I get out? Good question. What I did was, is the late great Notorious B.I.G. But he said, "There's only 2 ways out of the ghetto. You're either slinging crack rock or you've got a wicked jump shot. Okay? You're either selling drugs or you make it as a basketball player. Equally, there's only really 2 ways out of Bath. Either the M4 or the train." I can't believe I got away with that one. Because it's factually incorrect. There's actually 3 ways. There's also the National Express, but we're not animals, are we? Okay. Right, a lot of people do think you're quite posh if you're from Bath, but I think it's like any other town where anyone else grows up. Like all I remember from growing up there is insane amounts of underage binge drinking. Right, that's all. Like you're in no position to appreciate privilege when you spend your weekends running through town with cans of Strongbow gaffer tape to your hands, shouting "I'm Edward Cider Hands." You don't know who you are. And I started drinking when I was 14, and I got my friends drinking when they were 14. Right, it was totally my fault. It's because when I was 14, I could grow full facial hair. It's a potent gift, isn't it? Feel like getting served for. So it's like that old saying, isn't it? Give a man a fish, he's got a fish. But teach a man to fish, then he's got loads of fish for all his mates and that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, like give a 14-year-old boy a lager, he's got a lager, but give a 14-year-old boy a moustache like a Disney prince, and him and his mates are right, they've smashed up the playground. Okay, that's it. So, all right, a couple of minutes left. It's fine. Doing pretty well so far. We're doing all right. It's quite hard to come and do comedy and boast, but you know I'm doing all right at the moment. I'm not saying I've moved into a higher tax bracket or anything recently, but I have just moved into a tax bracket, so yeah, pretty good. I got a letter just asking if I wanted to pay back any of my student loan, and honestly, no. Don't want to do that. I think they shouldn't have lent it to me anyway. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I got a B and 2Ds at A-level, what were they thinking? They took a gamble, they lost. That's what I'm keeping, mate. You know what I mean? Alright. I'm not white, so there's that. I can really address that. What can I say about that? Oh yeah, like for some reason my family always celebrated Christmas. Don't really know why. Well, like, we're Hindu and it's a Christian thing, and I was always like, why the fuck are we doing this? This is weird. But we always did it, and I always used to like really hate it because I was like, this is just really confusing. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. And then one day, like a few years ago, I got so sick of them on Christmas Day that I just left the house. I just drove into town, and I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of Christmas. I'm gonna go. And I went to my friend's place. And we were like, oh, this is great. He was just spending Christmas on his own. And we were like, oh, this is great. We're adults, right? It's just another day. It's not Christmas Day. It's just another day. You can just do what you want, right? And he rolled up this enormous spliff. And we were like, this is fucking great. This is what adults do, right? It's just another day. We're lads, isn't it? Bloody lads. No Christmas. It's all right, isn't it? And then suddenly his front door just burst open. And his neighbour just ran in. And we were like, oh, shit, what's going on? What's the problem? And his neighbour was just like, oh, there's no problem. I'm just wondering if you lads want to come upstairs, watch a video of a horse fucking a dude. Yeah. And I think it was around then that I realised that, like, do you know what, Christmas, it's about family, isn't it?